right, guys, in this video, we're going to go through Unit 2, Learning Target 1, which was volume. So question number 1 is breaking down how to find the volume of this first figure. So the name of this figure is a triangular prism because the base is a triangle. So this is a triangular prism because the shape of the base is a triangle. So the word base does not necessarily mean the shape that's on the bottom. When you have a prism, which is what this is, your choices are prism, pyramid, cylinder, or cone. So this is a prism. The base is a triangle because I have two of them that are parallel. So the two shapes that are parallel, one is the top, one is the bottom, one is the front, one is the back, or one is the left, one is the right. That's the shape of your base, and that's the name of the figure as well. So I have to find the area of that triangle. So I'm going to draw it. I think it's helpful if you draw and relabel. They have this side is 10, this side is 10, and this side is 10. But down the middle here, they give me that this is 8.3. Now, some of you read that as 83, but it was 8.3. So to find the area of a triangle is base times height divided by 2. The base is 10, the height is 8.3. These sides are not the height. The height has to go from the top straight down. The height and the base should always make a 90-degree angle. So 10 times 8.3 divided by 2. I'm just going to do that in the calculator real quick. And I got 41.5. So to find the volume of all prisms is area of the base, which is what I just found. That's what the 41.5 is, times the height of the whole entire shape. The height is the side that connects the two triangles together. So this is the height. So I'm just going to do my 41.5 times 14, and that will be my volume. 41.5 times my height is 14. So 581. All right, this one we had to label ourselves. So the height is 12. The height goes from the top straight down to the center, and the radius, which is half of the circle, is 5. So the volume formula for a cone and a pyramid is to do the area of the base times the height and then divide that by 3. While in a cone, the base is a circle. In a cone, the base is the circle. And the way you find the area of a circle is pi r squared. So I'm going to do pi r squared times the height. The height is 12. And then divide that by 3. The radius of my circle is 5. So I'm going to plug this all in. I'm going to write down what I'm doing first. I'm going to do pi times 5 squared times the height and divide that answer by 3. And so this is how I'm putting it into the calculator. 3.14 for pi times 5. I'm going to hit the x squared button times 12. And then I usually hit enter so I can see what that is and then divide that answer by 3. So my final answer is 314. All right, for the next one, there are two shapes. So what is the top shape here? That is a sphere that we cut in half. And so that's what a hemisphere is. So the way you find the volume of a sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed. So I'm going to be doing 4/3 pi r cubed, and then I'm going to have to divide that by 2 because I only have a half of a sphere. And so that takes care of the top. The bottom shape is what? The bottom shape is a cylinder. And so the way you find the volume of a cylinder is the area of the base times the height. In a cylinder, the base is a circle. The area of a circle is pi r squared times the height of the cylinder. All right, so I'm gonna start plugging stuff in. So this line going all the way across is what? The diameter. So if the diameter is 8, that means the radius is 4. And that's for the sphere and for the cylinder. They're like flush up against each other. So my hemisphere, I'm going to do 4/3 times pi times 4 to the 3rd power. I'm going to figure out what that equals in my calculator, and then I'm going to divide that number by 2 because I only have half of a sphere. So let me get my calculator. 4 divided by 3 times 3.14 for pi times 4, and now I'm going to hit that little arrow button to get an exponent of 3. So that's a sphere, 4/3 pi r cubed. I'm going to hit enter, and because I only have half a sphere, I'm going to divide that by 2. So my hemisphere is 133.97. All right, now I'm going to do my cylinder. So my cylinder is pi r squared. So pi, the radius is still 4. So pi times 4 squared times the height of my cylinder is 10. So I'm just going to plug that in the calculator. 3.14 times 4 squared times 10. And I got 502.4. And because this figure is both of those shapes put together, the last thing that I'm going to do is add. So my cylinder is 502.4 plus the hemisphere. So plus 133.97, 636.37. That would be my final answer. All right, so you should get the coaching sheet so we can do a couple more problems on here. All right, so this first shape is called a what? Good, a triangular prism. And so what shape is the base? Good, the triangle. Don't be fooled by the shape on the bottom. The base is whatever you have 2 of that are parallel. This is a triangular prism. So I'm going to have to find the area of that triangle. That's the capital B. My formula is base times height. So if I look at my triangle, I have that's 8, and that is 15. Now I don't need to know this side because that's my base, that's my height. So my triangle formula, base times height divided by 2, will be 15 times 8 divided by 2. That would be the area of that triangle. So go ahead and do that in the calculator. And I got 60. So that's this. That's the area of my base. So the last thing I need to do is to multiply this by the height of the whole entire shape. The height is the one that connects the bases together. So what side connects the 2 triangles? 13. So I just have to do 60 times 13. And so my volume is 780. All right, what's the next shape? Good, a cone. The way you find the volume of a cone, the formula is the area of the base times the height, and then divide that number by 3. So in a cone, what shape is the base? Good, a circle. So the way you find the area of a circle is by doing pi r squared The height goes from the center of the circle all the way to the peak. So from the center of the circle to the peak, the height of this cone is 24. And the 19 being at this point means that 19 is the diameter. So what's the radius of this circle? Good. 19 divided by 2 is 9.5. So that's what I'll plug in for R. So pi times 9.5 squared times the 24. And I'm just going to plug that in the calculator and then divide that number by 3. So pi times 9.5 squared times 24 divided by 3. Divided by 3. All right, and I think we only have time for one more, so let's do this one down here. So what shapes do you see in this picture? I see a rectangular prism on the bottom. And I see half of a cylinder on top. So a rectangular prism is basically length times width times height, because the base is a rectangle, and so the area of a rectangle is length times width, and then times the height. So 9 times 11 times 6. Type that in the calculator. What do you get? A cylinder, we did before, a cylinder is going to be pi r squared because the base is a circle, and then times the height. The height is the one that connects the circles. So I kind of have to look at my diagram. I know that from here to here is 9, so that is the diameter. So if the diameter is 9, the radius equals what? Good, 4.5. So pi times 4.5 squared times which side is connecting the two circles together? In other words, what is the height? Good, the 11. The 11 is going from circle to circle, so that is the height. So in my calculator, I'm going to do pi 4.5 squared times 11. And then I'm going to divide that answer by 2 because I only have half of a cylinder. And I got 349.72. And a composite figure puts those together. So if I add this answer to 594, I get 943.72. All right, so part of your redo is going to be to do this one. This is a pyramid. So the volume of a pyramid is the area of the base times the height, and then divide that answer by 3.